Raps like different. It's facts, non-fiction. Said I black out for real, then the track gone missing. If it's cap, I'm dipping. We ain't talking about a move, then it's flatline finished. When I spaz, I'm grinning. Put a peel off in the Sadies and I pass by spinning. It's perks with this life, but I don't have my skinnage. Took a quick trip and now I'm back home winning. And I see they eyes pop like I snack on spinach. Pull up to the spot, she tryna grab my digits. I'm already 8 shots, a Henny past my limit. Here you go. Hazards with a dash full of tickets. I'ma act like I don't see them. I got bad eye vision. Y'all can't pass my scrimmage. While y'all tripping, it's Aruba. I realized I had to go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 204. Policy along my co-host Nick Theories and Philly Phil. Thank you to everybody that's tuned into the live stream. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and share it. Thank you to everybody that likes, follows, and subscribes to all of our platforms. All right, quick intro. What's going on? I'm ready to go.
204 in the building.
How was your Memorial Day, boys?
It was fire.
Fucking awesome.
It was good. I actually got 2 beach days. I was frying out there a little bit, though. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The second day got me because I didn't put on sunscreen. I got a little red a little bit, but
I always put on sunscreen.
It was all good.
Honestly, dude, I used to hate it, but now that I do it with Jay, I'm like, fuck that, because I got sunburn on the back of my neck.
As I get older, I'm realizing the holiday is a travel day.
Yeah, I actually didn't do that much.
It's not really, you don't do shit.
I only did one beach day, and then we swam at Rob's.
Yeah, I mean, unless you don't go out on Saturday and Sunday. Usually Monday is like a travel day.
I know, I hate it, but no, me and Allie never do that. We come home on Sunday night. I don't do I can't do the traffic.
You were in Ventnor, right?
Only on Saturday. We went down for the day. I went down to the beach with the kids.
I was there Saturday to Monday. Philly Phil, what's up with you? What'd you do this weekend?
We put the
doggy.
No dog. We put the jet skis in the water. I sent you guys the snap. But,
yeah.
The jet skis are fucking awesome. I thought that small one was all corroded. It wasn't even going to start, but that shit
was fire.
That shit fucking went. So, but I got sunburn on my forehead because I didn't put any sunblock on my forehead. My forehead fucking hurts, but we're all good.
Yeah, no, the jet skis are fire. When we did it last year, dude, we were ripping that thing on the fucking water, dude. We were going like 40 miles an hour in that bitch.
Dude, we got to do it again this
shit
year.
Was so.
I wish I had another one so we can all do it, but we're gonna have to do it in sessions.
But you do, you're right. You do got to put on sunscreen, dude, because you will bake out
fry.
Yo, you'll fry.
Well, the problem was last year I put the sunblock and I'll spray my entire face and head, but after a while you get splashed in the face, then the sunblock starts going down your face into your eyes, and then you're fucking blind. Because it starts burning your fucking eyeballs.
So when you guys apply sunscreen, do you like the lotion or you like the spray?
I like the spray because it's easier. But the thing is, I tried both with the whole forehead thing or whatever. It doesn't matter. It goes into my eyes and I'm blind regardless.
I'd like the lotion.
Me too.
Because you can get blotchy.
Facts.
I always feel like I'll have like one titty is sunburned as hell, and the rest of my body's cool, or like I missed a patch on my arm. I hate doing it though because I'm lazy. Like
I don't like the feeling of it because like after a little while, I sit in I'll sit in the chair and I can feel oily.
I like that.
Sweating.
I like that.
Hell,
I feel good when I do that.
Nah, I'm cool on that.
I'm
cool on that, bro.
Yeah,
no way.
I'm cool with it. Only thing I would say that sucks is like when I'm playing with G in the sand gets stuck all over me.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but it's whatever. I love the beach, so I can't really complain. I love going to the beach.
It's growing on me.
You're a beachhead.
It's growing on me. I'm not gonna lie.
The beach is the best. Dude.
Yeah. The problem is I can't sit still. I get bored. Yeah, I get bored.
You need banner.
I want to fucking I want to play like games. Like I want to swing the bat. I want to shoot.
I know.
Like I want to do something. I want to throw a football. Like I can't sit still.
I know.
Like,
I love that too. I can't wait till G and Christian are that age, 10, 13 years old, and we're having a catch and stuff on the beach. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, look,
we just bought a wiffle ball bat too, so that'll be fun with him down there.
Golf is on the beach is fun too.
I love doing all that shit. I remember going down actually with your in-laws and family playing box ball.
Yeah,
with Mike and Rob and everyone. We had so much fun doing that. And volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is Rob would come home and it was midnight.
Yo, they don't get off the beach, bro.
Nah,
8 o'clock.
Nah, when they say beach day, they mean day
for the day.
Yeah, they're there for 3 meals.
They're different.
Yeah,
they're different. It's so funny too because like. My fiance, she is so keen on eating dinner at 5:30, 6 o'clock, right? But on the days they go on the beach, because we don't eat dinner till like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and that's cool, right? But a day during the week, if we had dinner at like 7:30, 7 o'clock, she's thrown off.
She's regimented.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Traditional.
It is. It's traditional. It's culture.
Yeah, we eat early though too.
It's culture.
At home, we do eat early too. But that's just because like bedtime or like pod nights and stuff. It's early because Gianni still goes to bed pretty early. I mean, on the weekends we don't really give a fuck, but during the week we're strict with the baby's schedule.
What is a normal time to go to eat dinner? Like, what is an actual normal time?
I thought it was 5:30, 6
I would guess
5:30,
5:30, 6 o'clock.
Oh man, I always think like 7 o'clock is always like the prime time for me. I feel like 7 o'clock is perfect.
You gonna have to change that.
Because my thing is like, if I eat at 7, I'm probably not eating a snack.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, I
could eat dinner at 8:30. I'm gonna have. I got a bag of Skittles with me.
Hey, oh shit, dude. Yo, you on that Skittles kick.
I can't help it.
Skittles be fucking fire, dude.
I know. All right, let's get into it. Eagles signed John Ross. Shit's crazy. What do you think about this wide receiver 3?
He's just another body. He's a camp body. I mean, he retired in 2023. He was with Kansas City. He's a former first-round pick in 2017, which is pretty recent. I would say
224 yards last year.
Yeah, I know, but I don't anticipate him making the team. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think him. Even if he does, I don't think he's gonna be on the field as much. But I think there's a lot of. I think they're gonna keep it in-house competition.
I want Sterling Shepard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or Slant Boy.
John Ross is just funny.
Or Renfro. You got me hooked on the Renfro.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think he's legit, man.
I know. You got me hooked on Renfro.
Like, you know where Renfro would be fucking awesome at?
Huh.
And I hate to say this because I just don't like this team. The Jets.
What?
The Jets.
What about the Jets?
If they got Renfro.
He'd be perfect.
Oh, he'd be perfect for him.
Aaron Rodgers would love him.
It would be like his Randall Cobb times 2.
I know. That's actually a really good comparison.
So easy.
That's a good comparison.
It would be so easy for him.
That's a clip.
Yeah, it should.
That's a clip. All right. There was a big debate going on for the trio about who was the better trio. Was it Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, and Jalen Carter, or Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons? Phil, can you bring up that graphic for us so we can talk about this?
Non-bias aside, though, like this.
Non-bias aside, I'm gonna give it a legit breakdown here.
This is legit.
I have a legit breakdown here, and it's judging by this. If you're going off of this photo, the better trio is the Cowboys. And if you break it down like this, Micah Parsons is clearly better than Jalen Carter as of right now. AJ Brown and CeeDee Lamb, they're comparable receivers. Mm-hmm. So it's like you can go either way. If you want to take CeeDee, I'm not mad at you. If you want to take AJ, I'm not mad at you. When you go to Jalen and Dak, Jalen's had more playoff success. Dak has had more regular season success. So even if you put those two, I think those two are in the same category of wide receiver, although Jalen Hurts right now, as it stands, has been more successful when it's mattered.
Do you think he's better?
I think Jalen Hurts is better than Dak Prescott.
I don't. I'm not there. Because I think Dak is good. I think Dak had a great year.
But here's the thing.
Dak had a good year. It just got overshadowed by their lack of success. That's all it really was.
But here's the problem. Dak has shit the bed so many times in key playoff games where, like, Jalen Hurts' first playoff game against Tampa, he was trash. He followed it up the next year with an incredible, improbable run. Mm-hmm. This year, again, I think people are overrating Jalen Hurts' year last. They're overrating how bad he was last year.
Oh, I agree with you.
He was not great last year. He was good.
Yeah.
He was not trash last year. Dak Prescott was awesome in the regular season. Mm-hmm. And then he got blown off the field in a playoff game. And here's the thing. I know the defense got smoked too, but Dak was getting the ball. They weren't doing anything with it. Jordan Love was out there slinging it. Everybody told me that Micah Parsons is the best defender we've ever seen. I'm quoting you and a lot of other people. I was told he's like Lawrence Taylor. So it's like, okay, well, your defense didn't show up. You got Stephon Gilmore. You got DeMarcus Lawrence. And it's like, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. But I think Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott are in the same tier of quarterback. I think Jalen Hurts has been more successful. Mm-hmm. So for me, I would give the edge to the Cowboys. And I think it goes to Micah Parsons. Because if you're looking at me right now with Jalen and Dak, I call it a wash. AJ and CD, I call it a wash too. And then it would go to Jalen and Micah. And I think Micah is better than Jalen right now.
I think CeeDee Lamb is better than AJ, but like statistically, he's been better. And also the reason is like he sees more double teams than
That-
AJ Brown.
and look,
and he's got Devontae Smith on the other side.
That's fair.
CeeDee Lamb is still putting up excellent numbers. I mean, he almost had 1,800 yards and 12 touchdowns last year.
My rebuttal to that is,
and it's like he had 135 catches, bro. That's a lot of catches
because they had no second wide receiver. He was getting 10, 12 targets a game. But my issue is where was AJ Brown's second wide receiver when he was in Tennessee? Because AJ Brown was still putting on.
Yeah, but not like he was with the Eagles. He had a couple good years. He had one good year with Tennessee where he really exploded.
Where he went crazy, yeah.
Yeah, we weren't crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So he did do that, and then he came here and he still
but
did
then
his
he was
thing.
injury. He got injured.
But here's the thing:
yeah.
even if you say CD is better than AJ Brown,
which I do believe is the case, but like it really depends on the receiver you want. Like to me, AJ Brown's a bully. Like
Yeah.
I think he goes up and he can snatch the ball out of the
but
hands.
what's the
you know what
knock
I mean?
on
Like,
CD? He drops a lot of passes.
He does.
There is
does.
none of that with AJ Brown.
He does.
If
drop
you
a
get
lot
it,
of that.
if you get it in his catch radius, he's coming down with the ball.
He's had some drops. I mean, everybody does. I mean, to me, that's that.
I get it, but CD Lamb's knock
Like,
is
I think-
dropping the ball.
But I think CeeDee Lamb is regarded as a top 5 wide receiver, whereas I don't think AJ Brown is. I think AJ Brown is fringe 5.
See, I don't understand.
Like I'll go with what? So you got Jefferson,
Jefferson,
you got Hill,
you got Tyreek,
you got Chase,
Devontae
Adams,
I'm with you.
Amon-Ra, maybe.
You could say that.
Yes, maybe. CeeDee Lamb.
But here's the thing: Amon-Ra, CD Lamb, and AJ Brown, I would say, is that next category. So even if you're going with those top 4 that are definitively the 4 best,
I think CeeDee Lamb would be number 3 for me on my list.
over who?
I think he's better than Chase.
Oh no, hell no.
Oh yeah, I would have him over
Well,
Chase.
here's the thing: the problem with Chase is he gets injured.
I would
So
have him
that's
over
not
Chase.
that's not a bad take. But I would take Jamar. I don't think you would find many people that take CD Lamb over Jamar Chase.
That's okay. That's fine.
I don't see that.
And I don't think you can go wrong. I don't
I'm
think
with you.
CeeDee Lamb at 3 is crazy. I just think that he's number 3. 4, I would probably go with Jamar Chase. 5, that's where you got me. Like Devontae Adams, do you consider his fall off with the Raiders to be a real fall off where he's diminished a little bit, right? Like, is there wear and tear on those tires? I don't know. We haven't, who knows? But to me, so who knows with that situation? But Amon-Ra's up there, AJ Brown. So those 3 to me are you can put at the 5 spot. And I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, it goes by preference, and and I know what you're saying. That it's that group
But the
of
top
guys.
4, I would say it would be Jettas, it would be Hill, Chase, and then I would go CD.
So you would take out Devontae Adams, not Chase.
And then I would play Adams at 5. Personally.
My thing is I don't like. So going to the quarterback, because there's not really much to say on the defensive
Well, the
end guy.
quarterback, I mean, look, Jalen Hurts, he's got a Super Bowl appearance. Like, what are you going to say about that, right? Like, obviously, the success kind of overshadows what Dak has done in the regular season, statistically above Jalen Hurts.
But remember, Dak
always-
is also on a team that throws the ball constantly because they don't have a run game.
Yeah, that's true.
So your stats are going to be inflated when you're constantly throwing the ball. And here's the thing: I don't really buy into the garbage time stuff.
I don't either.
But however, when you look at Dak's record, when he throws more than 35 times, it's under 500. And it is true. Like, Dallas beats bad teams. I've been saying it on here for the last 3 years. They don't perform well against good teams. And every year, you're a hater, you're an Eagles fan, you're a homer. And every year I just sit back and I laugh because Dallas proves me right.
Yeah.
So I just here's the thing. I don't think Dak Prescott's bad. I think Dak Prescott's a top 10 quarterback.
He's a better passer.
always
than Jalen.
maintain that.
That's not even like debatable.
See, I don't, but is that just your eye test?
Just eye test.
I just
think Dak is a better passer.
Has he
I
ever-
think he's a better pure passer than Jalen Hurts. I think Hurts is a work in progress still.
I don't.
Do I think Hurts can get better? Yeah, I think he can get better. Absolutely.
See, I don't go by that.
I think Dak is what he is. Like, what you saw with Dak is who he is. I
It
think
is,
Jalen
yeah.
Hurts can get a little bit better. He's still young. He's his 4th year. Like,
Here's the thing:
he's still got
Jalen
upside, but who knows? He could get worse.
Jalen is
don't know.
already in that category of no matter what he does, if he succeeds, it's because his team is great. If he fails, it's because he sucks. And that's where we are with Jalen Hurts. Nobody's ever going to give him credit.
It's because of the team he's surrounded by too.
Correct.
I mean, they have a bomb squad.
But my point is though, is that why is that a negative?
It should. I mean, well, it's a negative when you don't get the job done. That's for sure.
No, I agree, but I don't understand that. When it's like Justin Herbert last year, everybody praises him, and it's like, oh well, what's he supposed to do? His receivers got hurt. Jalen Hurts has good receivers. Nobody gets hurt. And it's like, oh, well, he should be doing that. All his receivers are there. And it's like, how are you saying you're talking both ways?
Right.
And to me, I don't agree with that. Like even if you stay on Herbert, like most people are going to say Herbert is better than Jalen. And it's kind of like when I look at it, I'm like, if you're just looking from an eye test passing the ball, of course.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert is
a pure passer.
Justin Herbert is a top 3 arm in the league.
He's a pocket
period.
Passer. Right.
Justin Herbert's like that, but it's like he doesn't have any like real success. He's got some cool numbers, but what has it led to?
Mm-hmm.
So
I think he's
where it gets
inconsistent
tricky.
as fuck, but
he's inconsistent as shit.
Like, yeah, he's a pocket passer and all. Like,
he is.
He looks great doing it. Like he's got fluid mechanics, so it makes him look like he's a lot better than what he's been. Honestly, like there has been some stretches where Justin Herbert won't score.
And I will say this:
like,
your dad chimed in. Now he was making a joke, but I will go over this. How's Dak's extension coming along? And that's the truth, though, because if you're telling me the Eagles, after Jalen Hurts got to the Super Bowl, they extended him right away. There was no nonsense, no drama. This is the second time Dak's up for a contract and they won't give it to him. And it's like your own team is saying they don't believe in you, because if they really believe that he could get the job done, he would be signed. You don't play around with that. You just don't. Look at Kirk Cousins did it with the Skins.
The Cowboys do not want to know what life is like without Dak.
They don't.
They don't
Absolutely not.
They don't have a fucking plan.
I think they're foolish. I think they're foolish. But
they don't want to know, bro.
It's also ran its course. He's been in the league for 8 years, and for 8 years they haven't got out of the second round.
But see, like that's my point. It's like the expectations of these quarterbacks are so fucking crazy. Like, just because a young guy like Justin Herbert in his first 3 years doesn't make the playoffs, right? All of a sudden he's deemed like overrated. It's like, if he has a 14 to 16 year career, he could succeed those 13 other years, and we could be like, wow, we were all fucking stupid.
That's fair. The problem is,
it's like, it's always going to ebb and flow, bro. Like that's how I look at it.
The issue is though, is mostly I think it's the media hype that comes with it. Because when the media is hyping a guy up and you're just
social media,
here's a perfect guy. Not even to go on Herbert here. Here's a perfect guy, Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
What has Trevor Lawrence done? Like, if somebody could look at me right now and tell me why Trevor Lawrence, because I guarantee you there's a lot of people that would say Trevor Lawrence is better than Jalen. And I just look at it, I'm like, why? I just want to know why.
I wouldn't take him over Jalen, but that's
never, not as a leader, nothing. But I'm just looking at him, it's like, why? Because he fits the prototype quarterback, 6'3", tall.
That's what it is, though.
And it says, when you look at it, it's like, all right, well, there's more that goes into it. Leadership, things like that. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But for me, I think it's more on the wash. Dallas wins, though, because of Micah. But I don't think you could definitively say that Dak is better than Jalen Hurts or that CD is better than A.J. Brown. I don't believe that. I
mean, I guess it would come down to preference. Like, honestly, I just think that CD Lamb's a better overall wide receiver. I think he puts up better numbers. And I just think that he's been double teamed more. Like, look, if he had Devontae Smith on the other side, I mean, bro,
it would also take targets away from him.
It would,
because remember that just as well as it helps, it hurts. Because there's more mouths to feed. Like,
but
AJ
could also
Brown
be more effective too.
It can, but again, the knock on CD, and even Dallas fans will say this, is drops.
Yeah, sure.
That is his knock. So to me, it's like, all right, you got a ding there. That's a big ding. The wide receiver is supposed to catch the ball. Jordan Matthews was a good wide receiver, but what was his issue?
Bro, he had 135. That's a lot of catches, man.
How many targets did he have? 300?
He actually had, I have it written down, actually. He had 150. I'm sorry. So he had 135 catches. I didn't write down the targets. But in 2022, he had 157 targets versus A.J. Brown's 145 targets. It wasn't much different. 2022, here's the stats. CD Lamb had 107 catches.
Why are you going to 22? Do 23.
I know, but I'm just saying. I did 2 years.
He had 181 targets.
180. Okay, right. But the year before that, he only had 12 more targets than AJ Brown, and he had like 20 more catches.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know.
I'm with you. We're just talking about. I'm not in a debate.
Like the targets. Yeah, I guess they kind of balance out in the end. You know what I mean? Like I don't hate that. I mean, 12 touchdowns versus 7 for AJ. Look, like I said, I don't think you can go wrong. Like, if I'm in a fantasy draft and I take AJ Brown over CD Lamb, do I look stupid? No, I don't think I look crazy. I you know what I mean? Like, I don't. That's my take on it. But I just think that CD Lamb is a little bit better. I just think that I
don't hate it.
I just think he has better overall stats, and he doesn't have the proper help like I would say AJ Brown does on the other side.
That's fair. It is. I can't argue with it. But the only one I'm really hung up on is you thinking Dak is like clearly better than Jalen. I don't understand that take.
Well, here's another flip side. So if that's the case, then I definitely think CeeDee Lamb is better than AJ Brown, because if you think Jalen Hurts is a little bit better than Dak, then AJ Brown has a better quarterback.
Yeah, but he also has another one on the other side. That's what I'm saying. The targets get eaten away. Like Devontae Adams.
But that's what I'm saying.
Look at his targets last year.
Like if you look at AJ Brown, if you look at Jalen Hurts' stats, right, throwing versus Dak's last year, and Dak has what, one wide receiver one in CeeDee Lamb, right?
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts has two wide receiver ones.
Yeah.
And he didn't put up half the stats.
I could tell you exactly why.
And it's because they ran the ball. I mean,
no, it's not even
his
that.
rushing stats was crazy too.
But it's not even that. I could tell you exactly why he doesn't have stats. Because 35 times a game, he said hike and threw a screen pass, and it got stuffed.
So why if he was so damn good, right? Like if Jalen Hurts is what we think he is, because I love Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
He should be audibling out of those plays. He's got two wide receiver ones. He needs to trust his arm a lot more then. That tells me that they were trying to hide something. I don't know what it was.
Or no, your offensive coordinator's fucking dumb.
That where he's clueless.
You're going to see that. You're going to see it this year.
But I just find it hard to believe that like an NFL-minded offensive coordinator would keep doing the same thing on purpose.
But why was he doing it?
I don't know. That's my thing.
That's what I think nobody knows that.
Like if you had a Tom Brady, you ain't fucking doing that. He's audible.
I know, but you can't.
I'm just saying. But like if we're going by, I'm talking about like pocket passer. Like I'm talking about passer. Like Jalen Hurts is a better runner. He's more athletic at this stage, obviously, because Dak's been in the league for.
He's not a runner anymore.
Yeah, he used to be, and he used to be damn good at it.
Yeah,
but not to Jalen Hurts' level.
Yeah,
he's a different level of athlete.
Yeah,
but when I'm talking about pocket passer, I just think that if he was the pocket passer that we think he can be, you ain't running those plays like that. So I feel like there was a lot of lack of confidence with Jalen Hurts last year with his ability throwing the ball. Why that is, I don't know. Because coming off the Super Bowl berth and the Super Bowl performance, you would think, oh shit, they're going to come into the season and he's going to be throwing the rock all over the fucking place. I got Devontae Smith. I got Goddard coming back. I got AJ Brown coming back. I got the whole gang coming back. You would think they'd be throwing the ball over the schoolyard. That wasn't the case. So, I don't know. It's interesting, but we are going to find out a lot more about him this year.
We are.
Like, and I think what you see with Dak is what you get. I think he's a good quarterback that possibly may never get to the big game. You know what I mean? Like he's like a Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah, I know.
Well, actually, Matt Hasselbeck went to the bowl, bro. Shout out to my guy, bro.
He did.
I'll fuck with Hasselbeck.
I know. I was trying to look.
But I'm trying to think of like a perfect comp for Dak. Like who's a perfect quarter? Like who's a perfect comp? Phillip Rivers, maybe.
Nah.
Maybe not to that degree. I mean, look, they always had the hype.
I would say
Chargers always had the hype.
No, honestly,
Dallas
who he reminds me of? He reminds me of like an Alex Smith.
Nah, come on.
He reminds me of an Alex Smith.
No, he's better than Alex. He's better than Alex, bro.
I don't know. When Alex Smith got John Harbaugh, he was legit. He had trash.
But he was never regarded as a top 10 quarterback or a top 5 quarterback.
That's fair. But here's the thing.
Dak was playing MVP ball, bro. Like people forget that. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I think Dak's a good player. I really do. I just think that sometimes maybe the situation in Dallas just ain't for him. Like if he goes somewhere else, like I think he could still be that damn good quarterback. I don't think the system makes him. I think he can make a system. I think he could be the system because I think he's a good quarterback.
I think he's a good quarterback. I think I don't think he's elite, and I don't think he's a game manager. He's somewhere in the middle. Very good. B level. But
you put Dak on the Raiders right now. I think they look like holy fuck. Look out.
Yeah, they have Devontae Adams.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you put Jalen Hurts on the Raiders, they would do work too.
Oh, absolutely. What I'm saying is that I think Dak is like he can be the system. Like I think you could rely on him as a franchise quarterback if he left Dallas. Like, I don't think that, like,
I don't know because I haven't seen it in 8
I
years.
don't think he's a system quarterback, is what I'm saying. Like, I don't believe that. I think Dak can play quarterback.
I do too.
So
I'm with you on that. My thing is when you get to that level, you have to include the playoff. And when you have playoff stinker after stinker, what am I supposed to go off of? Moments make quarterbacks.
Like
his moments are like, bro,
who's a bad team in the NFL right now? Like, who's the worst team?
The worst team
outside of the Carolina Panthers. I'm trying to think of a better example.
Steelers.
The Steelers. I like if you put Dak on the Steelers, like I think they're elevated, bro. I think because they have. That's what I'm saying. Like I think like he's on a system quarterback. Like I think that, and that's what makes me think so highly of Dak.
Do you think Dak is like Matt Stafford?
I think he possibly could be. I think Stafford's a better passer.
He is,
but
yeah.
I think Dak, if you put him with a squad like Stafford had, I think Dak could win a bowl. Absolutely, I do think that. Just like I think Jalen Hurts could win a bowl, right? But it's tricky, man, because like, do you think Jalen Hurts has that same success outside the Eagles?
Yeah, I do. But like,
do you think he's a system quarterback, Jalen Hurts? That's where I'm like trying to like picture the comparisons. Like to me, I think Jalen Hurts is a system quarterback, and that there's not a knock on that. I don't think there's a knock, bro.
Yeah,
like I like when you say system quarterback, I don't think that's a knock on anybody. Like Brock Purdy, system quarterback, right? Like you would say he's a system quarterback. I would probably agree with you, and he's having all the success in the world. That's not a knock. That's just saying, hey, the system works out for him. He just needs to play his game, and they'll have success. Right? Like it's going to show up in a W column. That's how I look at it.
I don't know. I would have to dive into that because I didn't go that deep when I was thinking about this. I just like Jalen Hurts is never going to get the respect that he deserves.
I agree.
It's never going to happen. It's the same thing with Brock Purdy. It's the same thing with Brock Purdy. And I remember, I think Jalen Hurts' first year as a starter, he took over a chaotic organization, a rookie head coach, won the division and got to the playoffs. Oh, wait, no, they were a wild card and got to the playoffs at 9-8, the year that Brady won the bowl. And my thing is when Dak was a rookie, he had Zeke, he had Dez, and I forget who their second wide receiver was, but they still had the best offensive line in football. So Dak came into a great situation, ran away with offensive rookie of the year. They were 14-2. They went off, and what happened? They got blown out by Green Bay. Now they made it close, but they were getting smoked. I think it was 28-0 or 31-0. So it's like, but Jalen Hurts comes in and nobody respects him. His first year starting, his second year starting, he's a runner-up in the MVP, and put on a show in the Super Bowl. Like, come on, dude, that was one of the best Super Bowl performances in history. And it's just well, he's a system guy. It was luck. And it's like, all right, well, I don't understand. Dak Prescott, everybody's telling me Dak Prescott's this, Dak Prescott's that. He's never even been there. He's never been to the conference finals. And Dak Prescott, you're telling me that CeeDee Lamb is a top 4 wide receiver. Well, motherfucker, you better be able to throw for 5,000 yards and throw for all those touchdowns and win playoff games.
I think he helps.
You're doing 2 of the 3.
I think both things like need to be true though. I think you need a quick quarterback to put up the stats that CeeDee Lamb is doing. Like I do.
You do to a degree. But
Absolutely.
I mean, Stephon Diggs was putting it up with Case Keenum, and then he exploded when he went to Josh Allen.
Yeah.
But again, he's also getting 150, 160 targets. When you're a premier wide receiver, you're going to do that when you get those targets. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Aaron Rodgers was saying the other day about how Salah is going to be helping out more with the offense. I thought was odd because he's a defensive guy, and he always professes his love for Nat Hackett. What did you take on that?
As an outsider looking in, I don't understand this. Like
that was the oddest thing he said in his Jets tenure related to football.
Yeah, like I'm not sure what input he's going to have on the offense. I mean, I think, it's great that the head coach is involved with the entire team. Yeah, because like I think that does resonate, in a locker room, knowing that on a personal level that he cares about every single thing that's going on. It's like your office manager, right? Like if you have an office manager walking around asking you how your day is, you're like, oh damn, like that actually makes me feel pretty good. Like, somebody actually cares about my day. Like as somebody that's higher up in my company is caring about my day. Like I think that does trickle down to a personal level, but in terms of X's and O's, I don't fucking understand. I don't know what he's going to do with this team in terms of offensively, but maybe he could use his defense to say, hey, this is what I would do if I would attack you guys offensively. Like maybe that's what I would do. And then this is how you audible out of it. This is, to beat us, to beat that defense that, that we could possibly throw at you. This is what I would do to audible out.
I would say
maybe that's what it is.
If St. Louis has good instincts and there are certain things that he's saying and Aaron Rodgers believes in him and trusts it, then I'm all in for it, because all you want to do is get better collectively as a unit.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was a little odd. Because it's like, well, why didn't you have input on the offense last year when you're trash ass quarterbacks? Couldn't you have helped them?
You love when Rodgers speaks now, man. You think everything he says is like the Bible.
Because I think
you believe him, bro.
I think he's really honest.
You actually believe him.
I've watched every podcast that he's been on, from Tucker to Aubrey Marcus to Joe Rogan. I've watched everything, clips. It's like studying it. Like I know all about it. And it's just when he speaks now, I genuinely believe that he's speaking on things that he cares about. He's speaking with intent. He's not being deceptive. And it's like, all right, like I relate to him because I understand what he's saying. Because sometimes I always say that, like, never mind, I'm not even going to go there because that's too deep for this pod. But I'm just saying, like, with him, it's just, he came up there and he goes, if I don't perform, we're probably all not going to have jobs. Like he was acknowledging that pressure and saying, like, I know it's on my shoulders. And he's saying, like, I like it like that. And you just look at him, it's like he looks genuine. He looks interested. He looks committed to the team. He's at OTAs. He's 40 years old. So, he just, Aaron Rodgers, when he came out of the box, it like, for me, it was like really relatable. And I like the shit that he talks about. I think he's really, really like a deep dude.
Is it concerning to you that he had thoughts of being the VP of Kennedy though? Because because that is like, he kind of thought about turning cheek to the Jets at that point then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's
at
the thing,
some point he was teetering the idea of it. So yeah.
If you were offered that position, you would teeter on it too, dude. I mean, to hold that label.
Well, look, I think he'd
be better than that fucking idiot in there now.
Well, do you think he bowed out of it because he knows that he wasn't going to win anyway? So he was like, fuck it. Like if I'm not going to win.
RFK didn't choose him. He didn't get chosen. That's what he said. I don't think he bowed out. I just think that what RFK said was that he's really intelligent. He thinks on his feet. He thinks in depth. He was a candidate. And honestly, if you get a regular person, like a third party, that's how you really break the system.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you break away.
Yeah, true.
It's exactly that.
Get away from the party.
You get everyday citizens that aren't corrupt and you know what I mean, insider trading and shit. That's what you need. That's what we need.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, dude, Aaron Rodgers, we're like this now.
That's crazy,
that's my boy.
Dude. You used to trash
He's top
him.
5.
No way.
Top 5. You had him 5. I might have him 4.
I did have him 5.
I remember, bro. I remember everything.
Everything. That could change though.
It's fluid.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll revisit.
He's losing me though, bro. Like I love the way he's talking. I just like, dude, I need him to back it the fuck up, bro. Like I need him to be like, yo, bro, like we're gonna win the bowl. Bro.
It's Jet the fuck. We're going to the conference finals.
We're going is crazy. It's like you're like it's like a Lakers thing with you.
Yeah, I can't explain this. This is one of the oddest turns I've ever had on any type of star in any sport. I've never seen. Honestly, I can't even believe it, because I go look back at 30 of our episodes of me ripping this dude. In the last 10, I'm just like, yeah, yo, it's A-Rod or die.
What saves them though is the schedule. And we talked about that in previous pods, man.
Their favorites 14 out of 17 games, bro. They're going to be 7-2, 8-2.
Yeah,
going into week 10. That's for sure.
Well, we got to see in the playoffs too. You get into the playoffs, what happens?
We'll see. Yeah, if they got to come to the Meadowlands, we'll be ready for them. MetLife.
And if they got to go to Baltimore, what's going to happen to them? They're going to get fucking.
We'll handle them.
Oh no.
We'll handle them.
Nah, I think Baltimore is going to be a different animal.
We'll turn the Jets on. We'll see. All right. So Caleb reportedly was struggling in practice. He threw multiple interceptions. He probably didn't want to fuck his nails up. And they were saying he looked confused. What do you think about this? Do you think this is what we can expect for Caleb, or do you think this is just kind of like a bad day in the office?
Look, it's a bad day in the office. It's the third day in OTAs. I'm not going to kill the guy. I don't think this holds any weight for what type of quarterback he's going to be and will be. Everybody has bad days. I just think the Bears defense is probably they're a solid group, dude. They were solid last year. So I think he's going to have his work cut out for him in practice. He's going to have these days. Like, I actually think that for the kind of swag that he provides and the kind of like
bravado.
Like this is good. This is good to provide some humility. I think he needs that. And it's like, I think Kevin Byard was talking about it, and he was saying like he was talking to Caleb Williams, encouraging him and telling him, hey, everybody has these kind of days. It happens. It's going to happen. I'm not worried about him though. I think he's going to be pretty good. Look, I'm not worried about it. I actually do think he's going to be pretty good, bro.
He has enough talent around him to do it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't recall a rookie going into a better situation.
Me either. I mean, they've done everything.
Like, not even Mahomes. I mean, Mahomes, you could say Andy.
Yeah, but they've done things for him to like where you're like, damn, dude, like how can they even pay? I mean, they got Keenan Allen, who's coming off one of the best years he's had in his career, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, you know what I mean? Because due to his age. But then they got Odunze in the draft. Bro, they got three wide receivers.
Swift. Cole Kmet, and he's not trash. He's not some
he's
Caesar.
not. No, he's not. Cole Kmet is pretty good. Like, I actually really like him a lot. I don't think the Bears use him enough because they have fucking trash fields. So now that they have a pocket passer, I think they can utilize him. They got something going on in Chicago. I think he's going to be all right.
We'll see. I think that for me with Caleb, I think it's going to be ebbs and flows. It's going to be up and down, dude. He's going to have a learning curve. And I like what you said about going against a good defense. It's only going to help him. But again, I'm being told that he's going to come in and basically wreck the league, that he's ready. You got Nick Wright saying that the Bears could go to the Super Bowl and represent the NFC.
He's crazy.
And I'm looking at shit and I'm like, if that happens, man, in my Sean voice, I like, that's just good for you. I don't see that. But like I said, to me, if he don't make the playoffs, he was trash his rookie year.
Nah.
Trash. You're coming in with all that hype, bro.
Like we just talked about that. Like, that's where I have a problem with the overhype shit. Like, I don't think it's fair for young quarterbacks to have a bad year.
But here's the thing. I'm not creating that. I'm going off of what's being talked about and what's being surrounded by him. When you have Colin and Nick and all these guys saying he's going to be great, he can go to the Super Bowl, he can go to the conference finals. I'm looking at it. I'm like, all right, well, then you at bare minimum, you should make the playoffs. Not that he's trash. The season was a failure.
Yeah, see, like I'm not that though. All right,
let me ask you a question. If Dak Prescott was the quarterback of the Chicago Bears and they missed the playoffs, what would you say?
That's a failure.
So who do you think has more talent, Caleb Williams or Dak Prescott?
Right. Well, coming out, it was Caleb Williams.
No, right now.
Caleb Williams got more talent.
So that's my point.
Well, no, but here's the thing though. Having talent versus having experience are two different things. Everybody that comes out of college has talent. They don't have experience. That's what makes them the level they're at.
I feel you.
So I think that for me, it's like Dak Prescott, if he went to Chicago, he's got some cachet. He's got a resume in the NFL. He's got experience. Like, if he went in there and he flunked and they didn't make the playoffs, that's a failure for
Do you think
Dak.
Here's the thing.
Caleb Williams is a rookie, bro. Like, he's going to have his struggles.
If you put Dak on Chicago, do you think they're a threat to win the NFC?
I think they win the North.
No, I'm talking about the NFC. Because here's the thing. Everybody look at that that running back and that wide receiver group. If Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback or a top 10,
I think
in that conversation,
be a top 4 team in the NFC. Absolutely.
It's not. I didn't ask that though. I'm asking you. Do you think that would you feel confident put money on them to make the conference championship game? Not even the Super Bowl, because if not, and your hesitancy is telling me all I need to know here, but I'm being serious. Because
you have good teams in within division too.
But if Dak Prescott is Packers, that guy,
you got the Lions.
Is Dak Prescott better than Jordan Love?
Yeah.
Is Dak Prescott better than JJ McCarthy and Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
Is he better than who's the other team in that division?
Well, they're not in the same division. Oh yeah. Well,
is he better than Goff? Is Dak better than Goff?
That's arguable.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I think that's a very good comparison.
That's arguable.
However, Goff's been to a Super Bowl and was in an NFC Championship game, and his nut-ass coach was doing stupid shit.
Right.
But neither here nor there. I'm just saying, at worst, you have the second best quarterback in that division with Dak, right?
Yeah.
People would argue first. That's fine. Call it a wash. He's 1A or 1B. My thing is, if Dak is that guy and you truly believe in Dak with that defense and that bomb squad of an offense, you should feel confident saying they should make the NFC Championship.
But it also takes time to gel, though, bro. Like it's going to take them time to have some cohesiveness. Like Dak is going into a situation.
Who's the quarterback that went to the Buccaneers in 2020?
See, that's a different animal, bro.
You brought him up. That was the only reason I said
that's
because you used him earlier.
That's a different animal.
What about
dude.
Stafford?
Like he knows how to do that.
What about the staff? Stafford went off, sis.
Yeah, I mean, look, but Stafford didn't like when
What about Rivers?
Like when they inherited Stafford, they already had their wide receivers in place. Like their team.
Did they still have Gurley that first year?
Gurley didn't win.
Nah, he was with the Falcons.
Yeah,
he went to the
Gurley didn't
Falcons.
win the Bowl.
Your man acting Gurley too.
But like, but my thing is with Chicago situation, if you put Dak on there, just hypothetically speaking,
yeah,
Dak has to learn a whole new system. He has to learn a whole new wide receivers, right? Those wide receivers also have to buy into the system and learn that system along with the quarterback.
But bro, you're tripping right now.
No, I'm not, because look,
you told me if he went to the Raiders, he would be the system.
Yeah, he would be the system. They would tailor the system around Dak. But what I'm saying is he would struggle at some point because he has to get used to the wide receivers. Because when you have a rookie wide receiver, when you have another wide receiver coming from another team, you only have one wide receiver that's familiar with the actual system that's in place right now, right?
Yeah.
Now you have a quarterback that's coming in who's unfamiliar with the system, and the only person that's a high profile on the offense that knows the system will be Cole Kmet and DJ Moore. You have Swift that has to learn the system. You have Dak that has to learn the system. You have Odunze.
Keenan Allen.
You have Keenan Allen. Like it's going to take some time.
Well, no,
to gel.
actually not. They fired their offensive coordinator, so the whole team is going to be learning.
Like it would take some time to gel. Yeah, exactly. Like, but I think year 2 with that team, they would take off.
I don't understand you.
Why?
Because Dak is that guy, and I believe Dak is good. I believe Dak is very good, damn good. But I'm just saying, the hesitancy that you displayed when I asked you that question shows me.
Because it's not as easy as everybody saying, oh, like if you just put him there, they're going to make the Super Bowl, like, or they're going to be football happens, bro. Like shit happens along the way.
I get that.
People get injured. Do they have the talent to go there? Absolutely. Yeah, hell yeah, they do. On paper, yes.
So if they were healthy,
in reality, it's a lot different than on paper.
I agree. My thing is that I feel as though if you're talking about, if you put Joe Burrow on the Bears, are they them?
Sure.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously. Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Would Lamar Jackson make a conference championship? We don't know.
Absolutely.
We don't know that.
If he was on the Bears?
We don't know that.
Yeah, they would be serious, bro. What? Dude, Lamar Jackson has never even had a wide receiver in fucking DJ Moore's category.
I'm just saying, we don't know, though.
But you know what he's capable of. We don't know what Dak's capable of yet. That's the problem.
Right.
With Jalen, I know he's capable of making a Super Bowl.
On paper, it looks great.
Yeah.
Can Lamar Jackson get on the same page with a rookie wide receiver?
Yeah, he just did it.
With who? Zay
Flowers.
He was okay.
He did it with Hollywood Brown, but Hollywood got hurt.
Zay had some moments where you're like, he was okay, right?
Zay did dumb. I feel like Zay did dumb shit.
He did.
Whatever.
I agree with you. Now when it comes down to get to the same page with a wide receiver that he wasn't familiar with, we saw that what happened with OBJ. Didn't really work out too well, right?
He's 100.
I get it, right? But at the same time, he still has to learn those other wide receivers too. So it's not always a slam dunk. On paper, It looks great, but you have to gel. We saw with the Eagles with the fucking dream team. Yeah. On paper, we were the best team in the
Who was our quarterback? Was it Vince Young?
We signed him as a backup.
Yeah, who was starting when Vince Young was the fucking?
We had Vic.
Was he back? Was he backing up Vic
for the dream team?
Yeah. Nah, that wasn't. That was 09, right?
Yeah.
Who was that? Does anybody know that? Kevin Cobb is fucking crazy. That was the first name in the podcast. Who was the quarterback?
2000. The dream team was the
Steve. You know, if you're still in here, or Nick's pops. Who was the quarterback?
Wasn't it 2011? The dream team?
Maybe it was.
It had to be. That's when we signed Nnamdi Asomugha.
Yes, that was it. Yes, it was Nnamdi Asomugha year. Who was the quarterback in 2011? Was it Vic?
It was Vic.
That's crazy. Vic. Was that his last year with
Michael
us?
Vick. Michael Vick was there.
Wow. That hurts.
I was there.
All right, let's stay on quarterbacks. Tom Brady says people ask him every JS, which quarterback is going to be the most successful? And he always says two things. It depends on them and it depends on who's around them. I couldn't think of a better answer.
Yo, me either, dog.
Honestly, when I read that, I'm just looking and I'm like, yeah, I can't think of a better answer.
That's so
it
real.
depends on what you're made of, and it depends on who you surround yourself with. If you're surrounded of fucking dummies, chances are you're gonna be a fucking dummy.
You're not going to be as successful as you want to be.
And it depends on what you're made of. It depends on you. Are you responsible? Do you know how to handle your business? Do you have your priorities in order? Like that, there's not even much to say on that. That was the perfect answer.
Yeah, that was a home run. Yeah, I don't even know how else to spin off that one at. Like, he was great. Like, cause it's so real though. If you yeah, you're right. If you surround yourself with idiots, you're going to get yourself in trouble.
If I'm around,
that's what he was alluding to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like,
but if you surround yourself with professionals, they're going to get you the professional help to prolong your career, to get you the next bag.
Here's a perfect example.
NFL is what the average NFL player is what, 3 years?
I think 4. I think it's 4 years.
4 years.
And the craziest thing is, you know who it's like? I just thought of this. You know who that reminds me of too? About being surrounded by fucking dummies, or if you surround yourself with good people. Jake Paul. Look how much Jake Paul has improved as a boxer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like he got the right people around him. Tommy Fury, who's like his nemesis, he's even said too, he's surrounded by the right people. Mike Tyson has said it. Tyson Fury has said it. He's surrounded by the right people. He hired a really good team. That's why you've seen him improve as a boxer, despite what you think of him personally.
Yeah.
I actually think Jake Paul's doing a lot of good. A lot of good.
Me too.
I really do. Like, I don't hate on him like that.
Me
like,
either.
He got his name going by doing all that crazy shit, which is what a lot of young people have to do to get their name out there. Conor McGregor did it.
Yeah.
And look what happened to Conor McGregor. And he's going to get his ass kicked this summer too.
Yeah.
He's going to get his ass kicked again, dude, because he don't love it anymore. He don't have that hunger in him.
He don't.
And I like Conor McGregor.
Me too.
But personally, I think he's an asshole because of just too many off the field, out of the ring things. He's done too many throwing chairs at buses and stuff.
He was wilding out.
I think he's one of those people that was poor. He got rich, got famous, and he couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
But he's going to get his ass kicked. And like I said, with Jake Paul, he's not in the news with stupid shit. He focuses on his boxing, and look how much he's improved.
Yeah, he's great.
So
that fight is going to be fire too.
I'm excited as hell.
Although I don't know. Are you really excited for it?
I'm excited. Hell yeah, dude. I want it because
I think it's going to be fire for the first round or two, and I think it's going to be whack.
We'll see. No, because here's the thing. Because I think somebody's getting knocked out.
Yeah, I think Tyson's going to be so gassed.
Bro, could you imagine if Tyson at his age knocked out Jake Paul? Because here's the thing. We don't really know if Jake Paul has a chin. He only got hit one time, and it was by Tyron Woodley.
I know, but all he has to do is survive the first 2 rounds, and I think he's gonna absolutely punish Tyson.
Oh, I mean, I don't know how Tyson's going to be able to eat a punch.
I do. I think that's what's going to happen. I mean, bro, like Tyson's like, dude, he's fucking.
He'll be 58 by fight.
Like, bro, come on.
It's going to hurt.
Yeah, he's going to be sore as a motherfucker. Bro, I was swinging the bat on the beach the next day. I couldn't even move on my side.
I was hurting. My
rib was out of place. I was like, fuck, dude.
I know.
Yeah, he's 58 throwing punches. Like, I just feel like he has to be in really good shape. And I don't think that he's training. I don't think he's running miles and miles and miles for his cardio. I just don't see that. We saw him in a wheelchair last week or a couple of days ago. Like, I don't think he's in the tip top shape. I think Jake Paul's in fighting shape. Like Jake Paul can go. Oh no,
Tyson looks all right. And whoa,
pause. Yeah, pause.
Tyson looks sharp though.
He looks sharp on the videos, but they're 10-second clips.
That look,
like
I get what you're saying,
out, bro. Like if you do that for 5 minutes, I'm telling you, the first 2 rounds, he's gonna be gassed.
He's building some hurting bombs.
He's gonna be. He better land because if he doesn't, if he Tyson is banking on him landing a couple shots to knock him out
because he wants to see what can Jake Paul handle.
He knows after round 2 he's done. I know. I'm telling you, bro. Like I that's how I think the fight is gonna play out.
We'll see.
I really do.
I think it's intriguing.
Me too.
I really do. What do you think about Justin Jefferson? Do you think he plays for the Vikings this year? Because I know there was a lot of shit going on. They said that they were trying to trade up to 5 to draft Malik Neighbors, and then they would have traded Justin Jefferson.
They're fucking out of the mind.
I couldn't believe that. But
they're out of their minds.
I didn't read that. I didn't know that until I read that when you sent this. And I was like, and I Googled it. And I'm like, I can't even believe they would say that out loud. If I'm Justin Jefferson, I'm like, you were going to trade me for a rookie? I'm the best wide receiver in the game.
Neighbors, like Malik Neighbors better be Jamar Chase or something.
He looks miserable.
He looks. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work in New York. He might be good. He might be really, really good.
Bro, he don't have nobody throwing him the ball.
But he's got Daniel Jones, and
he's got Drew Lock.
He should be criticized. Now that's a player that should be criticized for his play.
Who?
Neighbors.
Oh,
Because when you're angry like that, you're upset. I don't know. He just looks upset. You got to put on, bro.
he didn't look happy at all.
He didn't look like he was happy to be a Giant. But do I think Jettas is going to stay in Minnesota? Yeah, hell yeah. Ain't no way they're letting him walk out that door. You just drafted a quarterback 10th overall. Why would you do that?
And there's reports that he's struggling.
Well, yeah, I know, but I heard some reports that he has some good days too. But Darnold, that's my guy, yo. Sammy D, bro. Sammy D out here, bro. Sammy D. Pause. Straight up.
Sammy D.
Yo.
Phil, write that down.
I saw a clip of him throwing to a tight end in the end zone. Fam.
Hawkinson?
No, it was what is his name?
Frank Wycheck?
Nah, it was like some booty backup. I forget who it is. I have his sports card too. It's like I can't remember his name, but he threw a dart to him, bro. And I'm like, damn, yo, Sammy D, he's really coming, bro. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the Vikings.
Me too. I'm really, really intrigued by Sam Darnold this year.
Although, let me stop myself though. I did look at their season, their schedule. It's looking like after week 6, after the bye week in week 6, I predict JJ McCarthy is going to take over. I do.
Really?
I do, bro.
Well, look, I don't think they drafted him that high to have him ride Pine.
I know, but you look at their first 6
But yo,
games,
not for nothing though. If Sam Darnold's out there balling, Kevin McConnell ain't pulling him.
Look, if they go 0-6, which they very could, dude. This
0-6.
This schedule is mean, bro.
Go ahead.
All right,
Go ahead.
I'm going to rattle it off. First game was the Giants.
Dub.
Gotcha. I got you. 100%.
1-0.
1-0. But then this is where the fucking
scream at me.
They got the Niners. They got the Texans.
Well, they beat the Niners last year. All you got to do is make them your iconic lock of the week, put the kibosh on them, and we're 2-0.
Understandably so, but
all right, so 1-1.
But the Niners are coming. They're going to be playing the Jets, and if you think the Jets are going to win that game, I don't see the Niners going 0-2
to be determined.
To be determined. Then they play the Texans. That's an L.
That's an L.
Then they're playing the Packers. That's an L in Green Bay. Then they play the Jets. I think that's an L. Then they got a bye week. I see 1-5, bro. 1-5. I think that gets you out of here.
I agree.
I think at week 7, that's October 20th. I think that's where JJ McCarthy is going to come in. They play the Lions.
he ain't playing them against the Lions. Who they play after the Lions?
They play the Rams.
Right there. Rams got a young defense. They're not a defensive team. That's where he'll start. They're not going to start JJ McCarthy in his first game against the Lions. Are they in Detroit?
They're home for that.
Maybe.
I think he plays against them.
However,
he plays against them.
I promise you, Dan Campbell will go after him.
Yeah.
I saw you beat that man.
I think he's going to come. I think he's going to play week 7 at home against the Lions. I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to have to, bro. The 1-5. What the fuck are you going to do?
I know that's a brutal.
And when they go 1-5, now this is where things get tricky for me because it's like, do I think Jettas is going to go anywhere? No. But if he doesn't sign that contract and they go 1-5, I can see a situation where he's like, you know what? I'm going to request to be traded. I'm not playing for the rest of the season. I think he's going to fake an injury, and then you got some serious problems because now you got a 10th overall quarterback, and your best overall player doesn't want to play for you anymore because you didn't give him a contract. I think that's totally on the table.
I think Jordan Jefferson is getting paid.
I think it's still realistically on the table that he doesn't get paid.
I don't think so.
What's the bar?
I don't think so.
At the bar.
At the bar. Yeah.
Because look, CeeDee Lamb's going to have to get paid. They're going to play. They're playing a game. Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb, who's getting paid first? Somebody wants to get paid first. Or somebody wants to get paid after.
Bro, if they lock up CD and they don't sign Dak, man, that fucking franchise is so stupid.
Well,
so fucking stupid.
I agree with that.
You lock up a stud wide receiver, fourth best according to Big Theories, and you can't. You don't sign your quarterback. You're gonna who are you gonna let roll in there?
I don't see nothing wrong with that take, bro.
Gardner Minshew. No, I'm saying you're gonna lock up a top 5 wide receiver.
Yeah.
And you're gonna let your top 10 quarterback walk.
I'm with you, bro. I don't get it. But I think that I think I predict JJ McCarthy is gonna start week 7.
All right, I like it. All right, let's go on to NBA before we get started. Rest in peace to Hall of Famer Bill Walton, passed at the age of 71 due to cancer. Sorry for his entire family, obviously. for that. It sucks. You know what's funny, man? The memory I have of Bill Walton, obviously, because he was way before my time, is Shannon Sharp snapping on Skip Bayless when he said Bill Walton was better than Steph Curry. I have to show you that clip. Did you ever see it?
I've never seen it, no.
Freaking out on him. It's one of my favorite clips of that show. I miss them two together.
Yeah, me too.
They were such a dynamic duo because I think Shannon Sharp is trash on first take.
Me too. I
don't even watch it, bro. They don't gel.
Nah.
They don't have anything to fight about, and there's no fun in it. And Shannon Sharp, man, like, and here's the thing: I actually really, really like Keyshawn. I think if you put Keyshawn with Shannon and Skip, it would have been a fucking awesome trio.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It would have been an awesome trio, and it sucks because I think that Skip look, I'll watch Undisputed.
I think Skip and Shannon need each other.
They needed each other so bad.
Like because I think Skip's show went downhill.
It did,
and I think Shannon went downhill as a personality.
His personality is totally deflated, bro.
I think
totally
people actually
deflated.
Clown him more.
They do, bro.
Skip. Like
I
think he looked superior to Skip because he was Unk.
Yeah,
you know
that's what it was.
He was going against the white man too.
He was the fan favorite,
but he was going against a white man too, and people.
And he would smoke Skip on some
topics. Yeah, absolutely.
And they'd be screaming at you like that was good content TV, and they were growing so fast.
I know.
It's just so unfortunate that egos and shit got in the way for them.
It does suck because like I
look forward to it.
I know
they were awesome. The Cowboy shit, the LeBron shit.
They were fire.
I missed them, man.
Me too.
But there's no coming back for that. All right, so the Celtics sweep the Pacers 4-0. What do you think about this? Because I feel like this is one of those series where, like, the opinion on the Celtics, I feel like, is all over the board. You have people that are defending them. You have people that are saying they cakewalk through it, like Perk, Skip, whomever, like us. Like we were talking about the other night in the group chat, and I forget who said it, and they were saying they still like the Celtics to win the finals. It might have been Tom. And I'm like, like I think whoever wins the West series is winning the finals. Because I don't think the Celtics have been battle tested enough. And my thing is that I know they had a great record. They were what? 12-2? 12. Yeah, and they lost 1-1. So they were 12-2. But it wasn't a dominant 12-2. It wasn't like the Lakers in 01. It wasn't the 16
No, they won
Warriors.
close games.
What's up?
They won close games.
They have, but it was close games with teams that shouldn't have been close games. That's my problem.
But who's to say though? Why? Because there's
Pauls.
But those teams, but the reason why I think that's the perception is because those teams never really made it that far. So when you're looking at a team like the Pacers, you're like, they made the Eastern Conference Finals, like that doesn't look right.
They're like the Hawks of 2021.
Right. But like I thought they were a good team.
I thought the Pacers,
they were a bad team at all. I think Halliburton got hurt.
If Hallie was in there, I thought that could go 6 or 7. Not for nothing, but you could look at those games and say, yo, there's like a real thing there that like the Pacers kind of should have been up 3-1. 2-2 at worst. I'm dead serious. When you look at the games, they should have won game 1. They should have won games 3 and 4.
Well,
I'm sorry, 2. They could have been up 2-1.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think we get performances from them hard if Halliburton is out there though.
That's fair, but
like
here's the thing.
He stepped up. Like he looked like he did,
but
Halliburton.
But he wasn't. But the thing is Nembhard doesn't do that on the regular.
Right.
So he had to step up. Yeah, but he's never been in that position before. So it's like,
but he filled in the shoes of Halliburton. He was doing everything. But he was doing now.
I know, but you can't.
I know the impact is different because Halliburton's a great player.
And imagine Halliburton, you're going to TJ McConnell, who's a fantastic role player, but it's TJ McConnell.
He looked great, dude. I what am I going to say?
I was actually rooting for him because I'm like, damn, former Sixer. I would have loved that.
I know. Look, I just think that the level of competition, like everybody's criticizing, I think that's crazy.
Well, they did it to the Eagles 2 years ago.
I think they got lucky in terms of like how it fell because Jimmy Butler didn't play.
Donovan Mitchell got hurt.
Donovan Mitchell got hurt.
And then Hallie got hurt.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think they definitely got lucky. But to say that the competition was weak, I mean, you play who the fuck is
I get that, but when you're playing a team without their best player.
See, now I'm starting to believe that everybody wants Boston to lose. That's what makes me think they're going to win.
I actually don't think that. Like, I wouldn't be too upset if Boston won, to be honest.
I think Boston is the underdog.
No, fuck no,
Absolutely.
dude. They've been the betting favorite all year. They had the largest win margin in the NBA.
Right. The book wise, they're the favorite.
Oh, you're 100%. Saying like public perception.
About public perception, they're the underdog.
Oh yeah, right now because I think. Well, I just said it. I think the Mavs or the Wolves are going to win. Yeah. And I actually think that we're going to get there in a second. But so here's the problem for us Sixers fans. We keep hearing how weak the East was. Everybody got hurt. The Knicks got hurt.
Yep.
How's that make the Sixers look? Because again, you fucking lost in the first round this year.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we criticize the Celtics because of the competition, right? The Sixers had the same competition. They played the same fucking.
Well, they got a healthy Knicks squad.
All right.
They still should have won, but they just got
Bro.
screwed up because of what happened during the year with Embiid. That sucks.
If Boston would have beat the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, they would have been saying the same fucking shit about the competition. It don't matter. It don't matter. But the Sixers, it just makes us look so goddamn bad. Like, the Pacers made the Eastern Conference Finals over us. We haven't made the Eastern Conference Finals since fucking 2001. We've been processing for fucking a decade, bro. Like, now you're getting teams that haven't been there that are going there
Pacers,
to places that we've invested our draft capital, our fucking our free agency cap space. We've invested into players and we haven't even made it. That's fucking crazy, bro. All the Pacers had to do was trade for Pascal Siakam, and they made the Eastern Conference Finals. That's exactly what happened.
I know.
They traded for Pascal Siakam and became a better team.
However, we fucked up organizationally.
Well, we fucked up with Tobias
Harris.
100%, dude. We should just fucking kept. No, we fucked up with Simmons. We should have kept Butler.
I know.
And never even got Tobias, and we would have had another max slot.
I know.
Then we would have drafted Tyrese Maxey. We would have fucking four-headed monster.
It hurts, man.
Oh
That
my
shit hurts
God.
so bad. And then you get your annual Ben Simmons is back.
We
in the
should have
gym
had
post.
Tatum.
I know.
That's the sickening part.
Brian Cole, dude, they they forced Sam Hinkie out because he was tanking. You bring in Brian Colangelo. The dude's got a burner account. He fucks the whole organization up and then trades the third pick to the number one when Boston was taking Tatum no matter what.
No matter what. No matter what. That was sickening. We got played. And
that hurts.
It does.
It
dude.
really does, dude. It hurts because it fucking altered history.
I think it's embarrassing. I think we look even worse.
What do you think about you hearing the noise about we could get LeBron possibly drafting Bronny?
I think they need to get LeBron.
Fam, listen.
No, they need to get a player like LeBron. Absolutely.
Bro.
Take the pressure off Embiid and oh my God.
You
Oh
have
my God. And to mentor Maxey? What?
and you get Bronny.
What?
How awesome that is for Bronny and
Man.
LeBron to be in the Sixers.
I think that benefits Maxey more
Fuck.
than anybody.
Oh yeah.
Well, and Embiid.
You know why it would benefit
Embiid.
Embiid? Because
Absolutely.
he's gonna learn how to train.
Bro, they would be awesome together. They would be better than AD and LeBron.
Absolutely.
It wouldn't even
Oh
be
yeah,
close.
for sure.
What?
Yeah, no. Well, the thing is that Embiid it's about health. You need to get to April, and you need to bank on getting 2.5 healthy months of Embiid, and you are a title contender.
But that's why I don't want Paul George. That right there.
I would take PG. I've always been a Paul George fan. Though.
I
You
know.
know that. I love.
You
Paul
would
George.
take him because he's the best player available. I would take him too because of that reason too.
Would you take him or Jimmy Butler?
Butler. All day, bro. I don't care about regular season. We're gonna get there. Get us in the playoffs. He's a fucking dog.
I know, but I do get worried because it's like.
Nah, I don't get worried. He performs in the playoffs. We need
I
somebody
agree.
like
I agree. I'm with you on that. It's just like we're gonna have to give up assets as opposed to just being able to sign Paul
that. That's
George.
true. That's
And
true.
we already had Jimmy Butler,
Look,
and now
bro.
you're gonna have to give up assets to get him the fuck back.
Well, here's the thing, though, dude. I prefer a dog in the playoffs over somebody that hasn't done shit in the playoffs.
I don't want somebody nicknamed. You don't want somebody nicknamed Way Off P.
Nope. I want somebody that
I'm just
that has
like-
a history of a meme
I know.
of somebody crouched, over because he's so damn tired because of the performance of what he was doing. He played like fucking 40-something minutes in that finals game.
I just
And
like.
went bananas.
I know, man.
Bro.
I've always loved Paul George, even when he was in Indiana. PG 24. I loved him.
And Jimmy Butler and Embiid, they already have chemistry.
I know.
So like I love that. And I think Jimmy Butler would push Tyrese Maxey. He would make him even more competitive.
Make him a dog.
He would make him a fucking goddamn
I agree with
dog.
you.
So
I
like
agree with you.
I'm all in on Jimmy Butler.
And here's the thing: Tyrese Maxey seems so opposite of Ben Simmons, where Ben Simmons couldn't handle that hard mentorship.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey would embrace it, and I feel like Tyrese Maxey has the confidence to accept Butler's criticism and work on his game with him.
Mhm.
So the defense will be there, and it's like you bring back Oubre, you start building around him.
I want Oubre, Batum. I want Batum back too.
I do too. I
like
think he's a good bench guy.
and I do want to get Butler. If we're gonna get a superstar, I'm down for
I'll
that.
be happy to have Butler.
I'm down for
I
that,
would,
bro.
but if if we get Butler or PG, I'm cool.
But the PG thing, like I said, the health thing. If we don't have a healthy Embiid in the playoffs, how can we expect a healthy Paul George as well?
But dude,
if they're both out, we're done.
I know, but if Daryl Morey figures out a way to get LeBron here by drafting Bronny, shit. Oh my God, you don't even understand. You don't even understand, dude. What I would do, I would go crazy.
The thing that scares me about that, like that makes me like a little bit weary, is that he did buy $100 million home in fucking LA. Like, do you think he's going to abort? You think he would just abandon that and just for a year? I don't know.
I don't know.
He bought $100 million property in LA.
I mean, that's water to him.
It is water to him, but it's still $100 million, bro.
It's water.
What?
It's water.
Bro,
know. He's a billionaire.
I get it, but $100 million.
That's like $100 to us.
I don't know. I would love it. I prefer LeBron. Absolutely. Give me two years.
I would go so crazy.
2 years. I think 2 years.
We win a chip. We'll get a chip.
Easy.
We'll get a chip.
Yeah, for sure.
We will. All right. So Mavs are up 3-1 on the Wolves.
Yeah.
Last night's game, dude, Chris Finch made the adjustment. He put Ant-Man on Luka, and he struggled last night. He kind of locked his ass the fuck up. Kyrie was trash. I think he was 6 of 18 shooting or something like that. He played his worst game of the playoffs. He's now 14-1 in closeout games. That was his first loss. What do you think about this series?
Well, look,
I think we're getting more basketball.
I'm happy.
Did you see what Ant said to Micah?
No.
He was talking about his shoes. And he was saying like he needed a pair of some, and Ant was like, "All right, I'll bring you a size 14 back for Game 6."
Oh, because they're gonna come back to Dallas. That's cool. I like that. I mean, look, I want more basketball. I hated the Celtics and the Pacers.
It sucked, dude.
Like a 4-0 sweep, bro. That's garbage.
That's trash.
That is garbage. So I'm happy the Wolves won. I do think the Mavs can be a little bit of danger here. If they lose next game, the Mavs have to win Game 6, because if it goes 7, I think the Wolves are going to take it. Because all the pressure is going to be on the Mavericks. All the pressure in the world.
No, wait, it's 3-1. So Game 4 was in Minnesota.
Game 4 was in Dallas.
So they're going back to Minnesota.
Right.
Oh, so he's saying we're going to get Game 5.
Game 7 in Dallas.
Yeah.
All the pressure would be on Dallas.
Yeah.
Because if they came back from 3-1 and you go all the way to Dallas, right, from Game 7, Dallas is looking like, holy shit, we're on the brink of bad history here, bro.
Oh, 95.
The Wolves ain't even supposed to be there. They're not. They're going to be so relaxed. They're going to be more relaxed than they are than the Mavericks.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, dude. I got news for you. If they win tomorrow night,
but the Mavericks are the more experienced team too. That's the funny part.
If the Wolves win tomorrow night, Dallas is going to start getting tight.
Absolutely.
They absolutely will. They're going to start getting tight.
The Wolves are good enough to win 4 straight.
And here's the thing: with the Wolves, don't play with your food.
Nah,
that's the problem. You can't screw around.
They have elite defenders.
Yeah,
they can make shit happen.
They can do damage. I know. And I think this is dangerous territory.
Guys like Jaden McDaniels get hot out of random
or Alexander Walker, Naz Reid. Naz Reid has been playing fucking
fuck all that. Daniel Gafford, bro. Daniel Gafford. He's making a name for himself.
I know.
I salute that shit.
Yeah, he's gonna get
balling,
paid,
bro.
He's gonna get paid.
He's playing excellent ball. I love seeing that though. It's always the guys that are unexpected, like role players that are they're playing excellent ball, man. Gafford is playing great.
I know.
He balled out.
I just want more basketball.
That's all I want.
All right, Phillies 38-18. They win
39-17. We won today. So
yeah. My bad. 6-1, right?
Yep.
All right, so we beat them. We swept the the Rangers to end their 8-game homestand. We went 7-1 during that span, which was crazy.
Yeah,
we looked unbeatable. Dude.
I went to the one game they lost too.
Wait, really? You can't even enjoy yourself.
It's unbelievable.
The Phillies head out west. They lost 2 out of 3 against the Rockies, then dropped the game in San Fran on Memorial Day on Monday. What do you think about them? You think they're back down to earth, or do you think it was just like one of those things?
Dude, baseball's 162 games. Like, you're not going to sweep every series. You're not going to beat everybody the way that we had been beating everybody. Like, you're going to struggle. Like, am I concerned about struggling against the Colorado Rockies and the Giants? Yeah, a little bit, but like at the same time, they were jet lagged. You can definitely chalk that up as jet lag. And, like I just think it's a long season. I think they're just going through the motions, and I think they'll be fine. I think they have came back to earth though.
Yeah. I mean, look, they were smashing the ball today.
I still think they're a great team. I just think they came back to earth.
If there's one thing I learned from Tom, it's just that it's a long ass season. It's
marathon.
up and down. And he was saying that last year when he was defending Trey Turner when Trey Turner was getting ripped.
That's true. He was.
And he just kept saying, and look what happened, dude.
He did.
Like he nailed that.
Yeah.
He just kept saying, he'll get it. He'll get it. He'll get it. Hopefully it's that same thing with Cassidy this year.
I hope. He had a great game. He went 3 for 4.
I know.
He had a
homer.
He had a homer, double, and a single, and he was only a triple away from a cycle. He's been swinging the bat really, really well over the past couple of games. So
look, we need him.
Well,
we need him.
Yeah, we need him because we're making too much money, and he's been a hole in our lineup since he's been here so far. I would say so. He's been a hole.
He's been a liability. I wouldn't say a hole, but a liability because you don't know what you're getting.
That's what I'm saying.
Like mad streaky.
He's a streaky hitter. So like maybe this is something good that can come out of it. But my concern is like I don't want him to streak early. And then, like towards like October, he's back to his shit stuff,
like he did last year.
That's what scares me. Like, I want him to be a more consistent player.
Yeah, I know.
Is he that anymore? I don't know. I don't know.
The jury's out, but it doesn't look good.
It doesn't.
And that's what sucks.
Yeah,
because the Phillies are a fun team to watch.
They're awesome to watch, man. They're great,
dude. The way Sosa's been playing.
Yeah. Sosa's been excellent.
Cody Clemens, when the pop off of his bat, like I like, you know how I am. Brandon Marsh, Alec Bone's been a fucking superstar.
Garrett Stubbs had 2 hits today.
He
I mean, look, their backups are, and that's great because JT can get a night off.
Yeah,
and then your backup catcher can come in and get 2 hits,
and it's not a hole.
No, and he can throw people out. He's got a good arm. He's accurate. Like I really like Stubbs. I think he's a good player. Pache came in today.
And what's
he had a couple
crazy
hits.
is we don't even have Trey.
Yeah, I know.
And he's a big piece, but apparently he had a setback in his recovery.
Yeah, right.
What do you think about that?
It's okay. Look, as long as we keep winning, and he can rest,
take your time and get healthy.
Just get 100%. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Dude. Like don't rush back. Just come back whenever you're ready, and we're
holding it the fuck down.
We're holding it down, so there's no rush.
And the way Sosa's been playing, it's just we're moving. It's
there was smoke about putting Trey in the outfield.
I know Joe Giglio said that. Fuck that.
I don't like that.
You don't sign a guy for 10 years, $300 million, and say, oh, by the way, you're going to go play in the outfield
because Sosa's bat is hot. I'm good on that.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in to episode 204. We'll be back next Wednesday at 8:00.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate all the love, support, and the comments. If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on YouTube. We're also available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeart, Megaphone, Stitcher,
and all that other shit.
Not Megaphone anymore.
Not Megaphone anymore. Via Philly Phil. I forgot about that. You're right, dude. Holy shit.
That's brand new. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Also, follow us on all of our social media, and we will see you guys next week at P&I, baby. Peace.
I'm caps lock different. It's facts, not fiction. Said I black out for real, then the track gone missing. If it's cap, I'm dipping. We ain't talking about a move, then it's flatline finished. When I spaz, I'm grinning. Put a peel off in the Sadies and I pass by spinning. It's perks with this life, but I don't have my skinach. Took a quick trip and now I'm back home winning. And I see they eyes pop like I snack on spinach. Pull up to the spot, she tryna grab my digits. I'm already 8 shots, a Henny past my limit. Here you go. Hazards with a dash full of tickets. I'ma act like I don't see them. I got bad eye vision. Y'all can't pass my